Hi everybody. We'll just give it a wee second till a few more jump on and we'll start into our cardio and core session. Hope you're all well today. Again, welcome to any of the new members. Any questions you have, pop them into the comments box during or after the class, and then myself or Emma will come back to you as soon as possible and answer the questions. As always, if you are injured or if you are not feeling 100% today, do not do these workouts. These workouts are intended for people who are in full health and who are not injured. And again, please listen to the instructions as we go through and listen to the modifications and do what you can do, not what you think you should be doing. So we're going to start off just a nice short sweaty session today, probably 25 to 30 minutes. And we're going to work cardio and core. So grab a drink, get your mat set out, open windows, and we'll give it about 20 or 30 seconds and we'll get warmed up. So open some doors. So you don't need weights for today. We're going to work on body weight. We're going to start off with a basic squat, same as yesterday. We're going to go onto the floor then with our plank, but we're going to add in a shoulder tap for those of us who can. We're going to then come back to our feet, do a sprint, down into a press up, turning over onto a sit up, and then finishing off with some jacks. So a nice combination of basic, simple, functional exercises to get us going today. So when you're ready, bring it onto your toes and we'll jog it out. Keep you going. I'm just going to plug in my wee mic here. Keep forgetting to do that. So tappy tap. So nice and light on the feet. Keep the knees nice and soft as you jog. Arms are close to your side. Get the knees a little bit higher now. Bring it into jacks. Now, if you have difficulty with lateral movements, step here instead. Find your own rhythm, keep the arms high, you're still working. Forward and back. We're into a stride. Back to jacks. So the heart rate should be up now. And roll it out. Speed it up. And breathe. So widen out the legs, soften the knees. Circle the hips. One direction. Nice deep breaths. Change direction. Keep the heels on the floor, guys. Bringing it down into a squat position. Push up through. Bum up into the air. Stretch out the back of those legs. Enjoy that stretch. Bring it back down here. And once again, you're pushing up through and straightening those legs as much as you can. And we're really getting ready for our session here now. Back up last time. Now let's come back down into this position, and if you can, you're going to use your elbows to just ever so slightly rotate the knees and hips. Bring the hands down, feet go back into a plank position. Bring the foot towards the hand and let's stretch up. Back. Switch sides. Let's do 4 of these each side. So that's 1 done. You can do it without the stretch of the hand if you wish. Just working on the legs and the glutes. 3. Last one. Now, stretch it back. Bring it up. You're going to bring it onto your side. And you're going to put hand out in front. Top knee out at a 90-degree angle. Hand on top. And you're going to rotate those shoulders and upper back to loosen everything up before we do our cardio and core. 6 each side. When you've done 6, carefully flip yourself around and do the same on the other side. 1, 2, 3. And 6. So you're going to bring it onto your back now and you're going to do either 12 good bridges like this, up and down. Push the pelvis towards and down. Or foot goes onto the knee, up and down. So 6 each side if you're doing this one. Or 12 in a row if you have both feet on the floor. Push the pelvis towards the ceiling. And time. We're just going to bring it up. And we're going to move the arms in big circles just to get us started. And change direction. Listen out those shoulders because you're going to need them. Well done. Okay, so we're going to do 2 rounds as I said. We're starting off with our squats. You shouldn't really need to use weights today. If you really want to, go for it, but I'm doing body weight today. So squat, and then we're going down onto the ground for our plank and shoulder tap. So with your squat, if you're a beginner and you're not sure if you can do it right, do it off a chair. Actually, do you know what? I'll bring this one instead. So go to a chair, you're standing in front of it, pretend you're going to sit down on it, but once your thighs or your hamstrings here touch the chair, you step back up and squeeze, okay? Otherwise, do it with your shoulders and your hands towards the ceiling. When you're ready, 3, 2, 1, let's go. So we're pushing the hands towards the ceiling, we're pushing the bum back and down towards the floor. We keep our chest tall and we get a nice rhythm going and we find our own way of doing this. Keeping it, technique is correct and body is safe. Keep going. Last 10 seconds. So keep that chest tall. Remember what I said before about filming? You don't want to film the floor. You want to keep the camera facing the wall in front of you. And time. Bring it down onto the floor. We're going to do a plank into a shoulder tap. Now, if you're a beginner, might be best just to do the plank. But if you know you can progress a little bit, go ahead with the shoulder tap as well. So just to show you what you're doing, you're here in a plank, basic plank, okay? If you want to progress this and do it as a shoulder tap, you come up onto your toes, hands are below the shoulders, and we're going to keep our core nice and stable, and we're going to shoulder tap without rocking too much. Whichever one you want to do. 3, 2, 1, let's go. So shoulder tap is here, core is tight. Straight line from my heels to my shoulders, and I transfer the weight carefully across to the other hand. There's very little movement happening anywhere other than on my shoulders. So from the front, it looks like this. You can do this off your knees as well if you wish. Here. And then once you get to the point where your arms are strong enough, you go up onto the toes. 10 seconds, guys. Keep going. Try not to rock. Keep that core really, really tight. little warm up. When you're ready, 3, 2, 1, let's go. So nice and light. On the toes, soft knees, hips squared forward, shoulders are back and low, arms are by our side. Be careful not to be like this. Keep the shoulders low. Nice and light. Bring the knees up. Come on, you can do this. And we're going to speed it up for the last 10. Let's go. 3, 2, time. Well done. Bring it down onto the floor again, onto your front. We're going to do our push-up. So once again, beginners, if you find this difficult, try it. But if you find it's too much, always just go into the plank, okay? So we're going to put our hands directly below our shoulders, straight line from the floor to our shoulders. So if your bum is here, tilt it towards the mat, head is neutral. You're going to push forward and you're going to push straight back up in one movement. 3, 2, 1, let's go. So again, tuck that pelvis, elbows back towards the wall behind you, push up through the palm of the hands. Body flat to the floor and up. Now let it hover above the floor. Hovering, pushing it up. If this is really difficult, go to the floor. Lift your hands slightly and then push in one movement without arching the back. Make sure everything comes up and down in one movement and that your hands and your arms are doing all the work. 3, 2, time. Stretch it back and let's bring it back up onto the floor. No, hold on. Turn around onto your back, sorry. We'll stay on the mat when we can. So we'll hold it on our back. We're going to do a sit-up. Remember with your sit-up, the key points. Back is flat, feet are down, head and shoulders start here. This is where we start, this is where we end. So you can go hands and shoulders to hands on your knees, up and down as you crunch. You can do it up and down here, whichever one you wish. 3, 2, 1, let's go. So again, keep the hands and shoulders, or the head and shoulders up, and we're going to crunch. So as I've explained before, with a sit-up or with a crunch, the only part of your body that's actually moving here is the core. Your head and shoulders are locked. Whatever way you're here, they're absolutely locked. And the only reason they're moving is because you're contracting the tummy. So you're not pulling your neck or pushing your shoulders up. You're contracting the tummy and it's pulling you in towards your knees. So think about that. So go here, squeeze the tummy and it automatically pulls you in. And then relax back. Only as far as here. Never relax back fully, or you're going to lose the benefit and time. And let's bring it up onto our feet. And we'll finish off this first round with some nice little jumping jacks. 3, 2, 1, let's go. So it's out and in. Hands go out and arms go up. So your hands are touching at the top and coming to the side as the legs go out and in. Again, if you have pelvic floor issues perhaps and you find that lateral movement difficult, do it this way instead. Find a rhythm, keep the arms up. You're still working, keep that core tight. If that's difficult, go back and forward, back and forward. So you always find the version of these exercises that you can do next. 3, 2, time. Grab a drink. Well done. So we're going to do that again. Just catch your breath. Grab a drink. Make sure you're getting some air into the room wherever you're working out. Donegal is raining again today. It's for a change, but it's still beautiful. So let us know what the weather's like where you are today. So we're going to do that again. We're going to go through it a wee bit faster this time because I'm not going to stop and start to explain as much. Remember, think ahead. into your plank and shoulder tap, onto your feet for your sprint, down for the press up, sweeping over for the sit up, and then back onto our feet for jacks. When you're ready, let's go with our squats in 3, 2, 1. Let's do this together now. Down and up. Down, keep the chest tall. See how I'm still facing you? My hands go up towards where the ceiling meets the wall. It's a really good guide to where your chest and shoulders should be. And then when you get the movement, you can keep your hands low or you can put them out in front. Some people have different ways of doing this, but as long as your bum and your pelvis is going back and down, you are winning at life. Good, keep going. Last 10 seconds already. See? Time flies and you're having fun. Breathe. 3, 2, time. Well done. Bringing it down onto our front for our plank and shoulder tap. I'm going to angle myself this time so you can see what it looks like from the front. Onto your knees if you're a beginner. On your toes if you're not. 3, 2, 1. We're starting here. We're on our hands. Straight line, shoulder tap. So again, it's not just about swinging the hands up and down. Your core is burning and being very, very active here because as you transfer the weight onto this hand, your core stabilizes the whole way up through your spine as well at the back. So your core is engaged and tight and your spine is trying to stay mobilized and nice and strong. If you're on your toes, it's working even harder because your pelvis tends to try to tilt. So keep it nice and strong. Breathe. 3, 2, time. Well done. Bring it back up onto your toes. And we're going straight into our sprint. In 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Again, soft knees. I often see people locking out the knees. No, soft knees. Keep it nice and fast. Speed it up a little bit now if you can. Or you can bring the knees tight. Right, let's rush it out now for the last 10. Let's go. Down onto your mat, guys, and we're going to go into our push-up. And then we'll flip it over into our crunch. Cardio and core. Exactly what we say in the tin. Whoopsie. Don't slip on your mat. So, again, if you find this difficult and you're maybe new to the group, or you're just not as strong as you would want to be here, do a plank instead, okay? 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Hands are below the shoulders. Straight line, tuck that pelvis, push down, push up. Back to the floor, hover, push up. Push up. Push up. Keep everything strong. Imagine there's a straight line from your knees or your toes, whichever you're on, to your shoulder. Again, a wee trick, go to the floor. Hands an inch, push through and up. And you practice by doing that till you eventually can do it without putting your weight fully on the floor. Sit back, stretch it out, and let's flip it over nice and carefully into our crunch. Think about which version you're going to do. Are you going to move the hands up and down the thighs? Are you going to put the legs in the air? Whichever one you want to do. I'll show all of them here now. 3, 2, 1. So, from floor to here, hands. Crunch the tummy. Make yourself move with only moving the stomach. If you want to progress that, crunch the tummy. Again, nothing is moving except your tummy. You're making yourself move by contracting the core. If that's too easy, go for the shoes and make sure the head and shoulders stays up. So whichever one you're doing, keep going with the reps. Now you're nearly there. 3, 2, 1, and let's bring it back up onto our feet. And we'll finish off this round with our jumping jacks. When you're ready, 3, 2, 1, let's go. Again, which one are you doing? This one, or this version, or this version? Now, don't be jumping about at home doing what I'm doing there. I'm demonstrating. You choose which one you're going to do and do it for the full set. You're halfway already. Well done. Breathe. Keep going. Don't stop. We're nearly done. You can do it. Come on. 3, 2, 1, and stop. Well done. Grab a drink. We're halfway through. Okay, so round 2. Are you sweating yet? Okay, round 2. We're going to start off with glute bridge. Same as what we did in the warm-up, but just much more intense because we're going to do it with as many reps as possible throughout the time that we have. We're going to start with the power stride, go into the glute bridge. Going to flip over then into our bird dog. Then we're going to do a nice T-plank side movement. So again, like what we did in the warm-up, where we brought the hand up, something similar to that. And then we're going to finish off with our bicycle crunch on our back, and then flipping over and into a mountain climber. So it's mostly on the mat, but it's a combination. The core exercises here, we're going to combine some cardio into them. And apart from the first move, which is the power stride, we're going to do most of the 6th round on the mat. That does not mean you get to lie down, it means you get to work harder. So, starting off with the power stride, we do this in the warm-up as well. So you're stepping forward and you're switching legs each time. Again, if you have difficulty with joints or whatever, and you don't like that, just do your strides like this. You're still working and you're still getting your cardio in. So when you're ready, let's go. 3, 2, 1, let's go. So with the power stride, keep the 2 feet train track apart, and you're moving the hands, alternating. So it's 1, 2, and actually if you want to extend it, push the hands a little bit further forward. So again, you can step it back. Bring the hands up if you want to keep going. Whichever one you're doing, keep going with it now. Don't stop. Think about your breathing. Keep breathing. Forward and back. Nearly there, guys. 3, 2, and time. Well done. Bring it down now onto your floor and onto your back. So we're going to go, stand here so you can get up and down. We're going to go with our glute bridge. As I said, similar to what we did in the warm-up, but we're going to really squeeze the glutes and check that core and work that core as we go. So, here. To demonstrate really quickly, back is flat, feet are here, hands are by your side, and you're going to push the pelvis up towards the ceiling, squeeze the glutes at the top, and then bring it down slowly and bring it back up again. 3, 2, 1, let's go. So for basic glute bridge, knees and feet are in line, you're pushing up through, you're squeezing the bum at the top, and you're slowly bringing it down. Now, if you really want to progress this, do one side, push up through. You'll get a deeper stretch and a deeper push there. And your glutes will have to work a little bit harder. And you can do one side now, and then switch sides on the next round. Well done, keep going. Nice and controlled. Squeeze up, squeeze down. Woo. So my glutes are really working here now. 3, 2, and 10. Well done. So, we're flipping it over now, and we're going to do our bird dog. So bird dog is a You're on all fours, and you're going to put your leg, your heel out in a straight line and back in. Now as you do this then, your opposite arm goes to the other side. As a beginner, do the legs only for today, and then once you've got the move there, you can bring in the hand as you go. 3, 2, 1, let's go. So, heel towards the wall behind you. Be careful here. Some people do this. Watch what I'm doing here. That's not a bird dog, okay? We're putting the heel out and we're creating a straight line from the shoulder to the heel. You'll hear me say that a lot. Because that's all about, that's how the posture controls the exercises. So we're out and we're in. Core is nice and tight. Don't let the tummy hang here. Keep it nice and controlled. Keep the back strong. Protect the back by keeping the core engaged. 3, 2, and time. Carefully bring it out. So our next move is a T-plank. So we're going again, hands below the shoulders, straight line from our knees to our shoulders, and you're going to push onto the toes, and you're going to bring the hand up here, and then you're going to switch the weight to this hand, and you're going to do the other side. So you're just making a T with your body on each side. When you're ready, 3, 2, 1, let's go. So some people do this off the knees. That's fine if that's what you want to do to start. A lot of people will actually say, I'm included in this, that they find it easier off the toes because there's less pressure on the knees here. You're not twisting the knees as much when you're working off the toes. Be sure to keep that bum low. So check your posture for me now. Are you up here? If you're doing that, you're going to hurt yourself. Pelvis low, strong move. Keep the arms controlled. You're nearly there. Come on, you can do this. We're nearly there. 3, 2, 1. Let's bring it down onto our back. And we're going to do our bicycle crunch. Again, people do the bicycle crunch and they flail all over the place. No, control. You're bringing this knee towards this armpit and this elbow towards the ceiling. Watch me. So you're going up. You might touch. You shouldn't probably touch. Your elbow goes above the knee. Your armpit's coming towards the knee. And you're controlled in the movement. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. We're here. Let's go together. Leg extends by the heel. No pointy toes. Heel only. Push that armpit towards the knee. The core is tight. There's no pulling of the head. There's no shaking of the shoulders. You're not doing an upturned turtle here. You're doing a bicycle crunch. You're squeezing everything. 3, 2, 1. Hold the knees. Roll yourself up. Well done. Now, I'm going to change this last exercise. I had mountain climbers in there, but arms are not going to do that. So we're going to go back up onto our feet. And we're simply going to do a total body extension. So, if you're feeling really up for it, go to burpee time if you want. But for the rest of us, because I have strong later, hands are going up, swing back, and then we jump and squat. Okay? 3, 2, 1, let's go. So hands start, high up, swing them back as if you're skiing, and then pull yourself up as your hands go back towards the ceiling. So we're doing a total body extension. Again, soft knees, don't lock those knees. We're nearly there, guys. If that's difficult, and if you are a beginner, do the same movement without the jump. Watch me. So you're going up, you're swinging down, up. You're still working the same muscles. Eventually you go up on your toes, and then it will eventually be a jump. It'll come natural. 3, 2, let's do one more, and time. Grab a drink, catch your breath. Well done. So again, we're short and snappy. As always, if you want to do a longer session, maybe you missed a session during the week, if you're watching this back, at the end of this set next, go back and do one of the sets again if you wish, and then you do your cool down. But this half-hour cardio and core session should be more than enough if you've been getting in the other sessions with myself and Emmett during the week. Okay, so we're going to do one more round of that, starting off once again with our power strides, going down into our glute bridge. If you did one side only last time, do the other leg now. If you did both legs on the floor, just go for the crunches. Into our T-plank, back into our bicycle crunch, and then we're going to finish off again with our total body extension. So power strides now when you're ready. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Again, keep the feet apart. If you're crossing over, you're going to hurt your hips and you're probably going to fall. So keep it nice and strong. You're nearly there, guys. Keep going. Last 10 seconds. Let's push it out. You can do it. Come on. 3, 2, 1. Well done. Bring it down. Okay. Onto your mat. And we're going to go into our glute bridge. Starting off with your back on the floor. I can hear my children outside. I don't know how they got out there. Oh, here, they must have escaped anyway. So, if we're going to do both feet on the floor, they're right below our knees. So you make sure that your heels and that your feet are taking the weight as you push towards the ceiling. Okay, 3, 2, 1, let's go. So again, push up towards the ceiling, keep the back straight, let the shoulders and the upper back hold you along with the feet. If you're doing the other side, actually it was the other side I did, so I'm going to switch it over. I've got my knee here, I'm squeezing up through, and there's extra resistance there, and I'm going to find very, very quickly that this glute is burning. Push the pelvis up, not the tummy. If you're pushing the tummy towards the ceiling, you're going to push your back too far. It's the pelvis, so it's a straight line, as straight as you can get it. 3, 2, and tight. Well done. Switch it over now onto your front. One more thumb. And we're going to go into our our bird dog. So 3, 2, 1, let's go. So we're starting here. We put the heel towards the wall behind us. We switch the weight over. The other heel goes back. When we've got that movement, let's get the arms in. So now you've got a straight line, watch me, from your hand through to your heel. A lovely, lovely exercise for balance, for core strength, for glutes, for shoulders, and it's actually a really nice stretch to do as well if you feel all tight and you want to stretch everything out. Love this move. Nice and controlled. Speed. No speed. Slow is key. 3, 2, time. Staying here now, we're going to do our T-plank. So again, remember what I said, you can do it off your knees as long as you've got a straight line and you're going up and down. Now, it's easier off the feet where you can twist and you're not putting any pressure on your knees. I would find my knees sometimes are quite weak, and I find if I do things like that off my knees, I'm actually twisting them unnecessarily, whereas I do have the strength to work off my feet. So choose what you can do and go nice and slow. Let's go together. 3, 2, 1, straight line to the ceiling. When we switch the weight here, don't rock. Switch the weight to your hand. Make sure that hand is underneath your shoulder. If it is too far forward, you will hurt your upper back, okay? Low, control. And there's no speed. We're rushed by name only. If you rush through your exercises unnecessarily fast, That's how you get injured. So everything is about control and pacing yourself here. 3, 2, and bring it back to center. Stabilize, knees, and back. Turn around onto your back. We're going to go back into our bicycle crunch. Again, if you find the bicycle crunch a wee bit too challenging, maybe you're just starting your journey with us, do your basic crunch instead. 3, 2, 1, let's go. So we're here, arms are here, elbows to the ceiling, knee towards the armpit. Heels go out. No pointed toes around here. Heels forward. Now you should feel this really, really quickly on the core. Breathe. You're halfway through already. Keep going. Last 10 seconds. Don't stop. Keep your pace going. If you want to extend the leg lower, guys, and you can do it without arching your back, go for it. 3, 2, roll it up. And we're bringing it up onto our feet for our last movement of today, which is going to be our total body extension to finish off. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1. Remember, hands go up and back. Let's go. Now, nice deep breaths here. Don't stop here. I know you're probably tired, but this is your last 20 seconds now, so let's keep going. You can do it. And we're in this together. So, let's go. Soft knees on landing. Last 10 seconds. Keep going. Don't stop. Woo! 3, 2, time. Oh, well done. Now, that's you. Grab a drink. Walk around your kitchen or whichever room you're in. Keep moving the legs. Do not stop suddenly. If you stop too suddenly after such kind of cardio, you find that everything pulls and you get lightheaded. So keep it nice and strong. These two are out soaking in the rain. It's okay, I'm inside soaking in the not rain. Okay, so we're going to lie it down onto our mat and we're going to stretch it out. Well done, that was a tough session. So fair play if you've managed to make it through to the end and you push yourself through. So stretch everything out and allow your body to feel the floor. And let's go with 3 nice deep breaths. Right, bring the feet and knees together. And you're going to lift the knees carefully towards the chest and hug them in. Hold that stretch. You'll feel that in the hips. Roll gently from side to side now and allow the floor to roll out your lower back. Well done. Hold on to that left knee and extend that heel through. Again, I'm going flat here. Okay, if you find that your back begins to arch there, put your leg out and up instead. Keep the back safe, keep the back flat on the floor. Switch sides. Again, if you're a beginner, go here. If you're not a beginner and you have the strength, go low. Squeeze the glutes, squeeze the quads. And push the heel towards the wall in front of you. Bring the 2 knees together, set them down, put your hands up in the air. And I want you very carefully to let your knees fall to one side very slowly and let the hands reach across to the other. If you want to get a real deep stretch here, lift that top leg and you'll find that that's going right into your glutes and hips. Carefully bring it back to center, always slowly, guys. Again, recenter, tip to the opposite side. Bring it back to center. Put your left ankle onto your right knee. Reach through, grab the leg, pull it back. So now you can push the elbow out and push the heel towards And you'll get a good stretch of all leg and hip and everything else here. And bring it back down. Switching sides, right ankle onto left knee, reach through, pull it back, heel towards the ceiling. And enjoy that stretch, it's great. Well done. We're going to bring it onto our side now, or if you can do this on your front, go for it. So on your side, hand out in front. You're going to reach for the knee of the foot and you're going to bring the knee together. Pull the heel into the bum. Switch sides, roll over. I'm going to do this one on the front. And I'm going to bring my heel up to here. I'm pushing my pelvis down into the floor. And back. Hands are below your shoulders. Very gently look towards the ceiling. Allow that stretch now into the abdomen. And we'll push back into child's pose. Nice deep breath. Come back up to your plank position. Put your toes into the floor. And I want you to push your bum up into the air and push the heels towards the floor. And then using your hands, carefully walk back up, out to stand. From here, let's reach up. And let's reach out. Bring the arm across and stretch that shoulder. Switch sides. Put the hands behind and roll them back. Carefully come out of that. 3 big shoulder rolls now to finish. Get those shoulders back down to where they should be. Up high and down low. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed that. Nice little flash session, but sweaty and effective. So have a great day, and I will talk to you again soon.